applause is incredible. Hi, kids. It's me, Schwa de Vivre, and welcome to everyone's favorite Thursday night live stream as of the last 3 weeks, A Drag Queen Cooks.
Yay!
I'm a drag queen who cooks. That's how we came up with the title for the show. Oh, I'm thrilled that you're here. Say hello in the comments so I can see who's here, because all I've got in front of me right now are the comments. Let's see. Oh, my mummy's here. Hi, Mumsy. Hello, Mom, Kelly Potter, and Jennifer Sannett. Oh, hi, Gorge. Hey, Jennifer. Haven't seen you in a minute. Hope you're doing well in New York City. Oh, and look at that. It's Ryan, Look's mother.
Hi, Mom.
Kim. Right, can you hear Ryan, Mom? We changed the microphone so you can hear him a little better this week. Oh, and there's my little daughter, Schwa de Vivre, my gorgeous little drag daughter. She's so cute, sassy. Hey, Cheech. Cheers, kids. See, Adam is here. Always wonderful to see you here. See, Adam. Christy's here, Aunt Christy. Hey, Christy. How you doing, gorgeous? Look, I'm having a cocktail because I've been working my fingers to the bone all day on this wig. Look at how gorgeous this is. Can you believe how stunning I am? Me either. It's shocking. Absolutely shocking how beautiful I am. Jane is here. Oh, hi, gorgeous. And Laura. Hello, Laura. It's great to see you here. I'm so thrilled you're here because this is a very special week on A Drag Queen Cooks, isn't it, Ryan?
It is.
Oh, my goodness. Iconic actress, singer, and mad woman, Liza Minnelli is turning 75 years old.
You're surrounded by Lizas.
Oh, my God. Liza, 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 Liza. It's wonderful. I'm so thrilled that she's made it 75 years. I just wish that she did more work.
After 3 hip replacements, what can you do?
Well, you know, I just want another album. She could record an album sitting in her hospital bed. God knows she made those
clay beads.
She made jewelries for QVC or the Home Shopping Network. I think it was HSN.
Yeah.
Well, Liza, wherever you are, we love you. We're thrilled to make some dishes just for you. And I've got a surprise for you all later. Hint, it's Liza herself. It's not a surprise. She's going to visit us later. She's got a special recipe she wants to show us, which I'm so excited for. I literally could shit myself. And I think I just did a little bit. And on that note, let's get cooking. Well, kids, tonight we are making some very special dishes just for Liza, all right? We're making Minnelli mussels, which is fabulous. I don't know if you've ever had mussels before. They're one of my favorites, and they're so easy. I'm going to show you how I like them done. We're going to make Big Apple Manhattans, because you know Liza's from New York, New York. Of course, she lives in California now, Hollywood, just like Mama. Yeah. Judy Garland, we miss ya. And what else are we making? Oh, we're going to make a big loaf of crusty bread to dip in our mussels. And then Liza's got a special treat she's going to show you how to make. So I say we get started. I'm hungry. Especially now that I've been told by my doctor that I'm almost obese. I've noticed that I'm starving all the time. One Tic Tac just isn't enough anymore. What do you say, Ryan? Do you think one Tic Tac is enough?
We can cut you down to half.
I think a half a Tic Tac a day will keep the doctor away. And if it doesn't, I'm going to slap his ass for calling me fat. Go fuck yourself. All right. Oh, and Danny says, you're looking fabulously almost obese. Thank you. I actually, after that comment from the doctor, I decided to wear a corset. You're welcome. Still no heels, though. Look at my little fuzzy slips. You see them? Aren't they cute? Look at that, because I'm at home. I'm not wearing heels. I'm at home. You want me to wear heels, pay $35, and come to the theater when it's open again. All right, kids. Here we go. We're going to start with our mussels, all right? So I've got them here in the fridge. Now, we just picked these up today because, you want them to be as fresh as possible. Otherwise, a lot of them will die on you, and it's just, you have to have a funeral for every single one. You got to dig little holes in the back, and then the dog gets in them, and then there's dead mussels all over the floor. So make sure you buy them fresh, all right? Now we're gonna go ahead and, I've got a bag right here. I'm gonna cut this open, and what I've got here is a bowl of cold salt water. All right, this is 6 cups of cold water, and it's got a half a cup of salt in it that I've mixed together, and we're gonna dump our mussels right in there, all right? Dump the little babies in there. Sorry, kids. There you go. Now, the reason we're doing this is because these mussels are still alive. That's right, we're gonna kill them. Yeah. So you want them to be alive when you cook them. Otherwise, you know, they might go bad and there's bacteria and then you die. All right, you don't want that. You want the mussels to be the dead ones. Unless you're vegan, in which case turn the program off now. Hurry up. Are the vegans gone? All right, so what happens is the mussels, they breathe in the salt water and then it forces them to expel or cough. You know all about that after a pandemic, don't you? They cough out all the sand and the dirt that's in their little bellies. So when we cook them, we're not eating sand and dirt, we're eating freshly murdered mussels. Mmm.
And we shave their beard.
And we're going to shave their beards later. We're going to give them a haircut, too. All right, so these need to sit in the salt water for about 15 minutes, so let's set an alarm. Bam! I mean, glam! All right, let's set these aside. And we're going to get started on our sauce. Ooh! Now, there's a lot of different sauces you can make from mussels. You're probably used to, like, the white wine and garlic variety. That's pretty basic, right? Well, we're making ours with chorizo, bitch. Mario down at the market gave us the biggest, fattest piece of sausage you could possibly imagine. And then he gave us some chorizo. So we're going to use it in the sauce. Mmm. All right. Here it is. Now, I think we're just going to use all of it, right?
Yeah.
Is this 2 links?
Yeah.
All right. And how many ounces is that?
It's probably about a half pound.
Half a pound. That's what, 8 ounces? Half a pound? A pound is 16 ounces. See, I'm smart. I am. You know what? I'm actually just going to use 1 link because I don't think we need 2.
Are you going to take the casing off?
I'm going to take the casing off. Don't tell me how to cook. This is called a drag queen cooks, not a little bitch behind the computer cooks. All right? Now, you're going to go ahead and turn on your burner to about medium high. And this has got casing on it, all right? It's that thin, you know, thing that keeps all the meat in there. We're just going to cut the very tip. We're going to circumcise it ever so gently, all right? Just a little circumcision. And then you just squeeze it right out. Did you see that? You just squeeze it out of the casing. Ooh. And it's kind of like a stress ball. It's kind of like a raw meat stress ball. Oh, yeah. And we're just going to go ahead and pop that in there. You know what? Now that this is in here, I want both. I want 2 chorizos because they look delicious and I really do like that extra spicy flavor. Oh, sticking to my thing. All right, we're just going to give that one a little circumcision. Are the vegans gone? Yes. Oh, who's that? Brucey. Oh, Bruce says he loves my look. Well, how could you not? I mean, look at me. I look like Rosie the Riveter 2021. But I'm nowhere as fierce as her because I'm not a real woman. And women are the heroes. Happy day after International Women's Day. Wasn't that yesterday? Yesterday was International Women's Day.
I celebrate women every day.
Ryan celebrates women every day, but he doesn't know what things are happening because he doesn't have social media. That's your cue to say something funny when I walk away.
Oh, sorry. I had it.
See what I'm
a sip of my drink.
You see what I'm working with here? This is terrible. Did you say hello? Did you show it in your face?
Yeah, I did.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and chop this chorizo up. We're just going to pound it. You know, you just pound the sausage with a wooden spoon. And you want to just get those pieces nice and small. Oh, it smells good. You can smell the cumin. I think there's cumin in there. All right. We'll let that cook a little bit and we'll cut up some veg. We're going to cut up a shallot. This is like an onion, except it's sweeter and it's softer in flavor. Sweet and soft. That's the name of my new grinder profile. Oh, my computer here turned off. Oh no, I don't know the password.
All right, just cut the shallot.
That's gonna happen unless I touch it every now and then. Can you turn off the thing?
Not right now.
Technology. I'll tell you what though, we did purchase a new webcam, so hopefully we don't get kicked off of the program today. Last week we got kicked off and it was terrible. And I want to say a huge thank you to everyone who's been supporting the show and sent some tips along, because that does help us make the show even better. And if you are so inclined tonight, please send some money on over to Venmo or to PayPal or Cash App. And all those links are right in the corner of the video. It's real easy. And if you don't know how to work them, just send me a DM and I'll help you. All right, so we're just going to chop this shallot up into small little chunks. Nothing fancy. I'm certainly not doing it in any way, shape, or form. I'm just getting in there and chopping. Yes. Oh, Chi-Chi says good help's hard to find, and she knows because she's Latinx. And it depends. That means she's Latinx. That she's Latin, Latino. You can't. Chi-Chi's a drag queen, so sometimes she's Latino, sometimes she's Latina. But the Latinx is the gender-free version, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just know she's fabulous.
She just identified as Latine.
Oh, is Latine new?
I don't know what that is.
Oh. My mom just texted me, said she can't keep the audio on for some reason. The audio's not working for her. Is the audio working okay for everybody else? Huh?
I think that might just be her.
It might just be Mom. Well, I just want to make sure, because if people are having issues, let me know. Mom just texted. It is new. Latine. Latine is new.
Ooh.
I like Latine.
Me too.
Latine, it's like Satine from, is that Les Mis?
No, Fontaine.
Oh, Fontaine. Well, what's Satine?
You might be thinking of Moulin Rouge, and her name is Satine.
Satine.
Yeah.
See, I know things. All right, we've got this chorizo going. I'm going to add a little olive oil to this because there's not actually a lot of fat in there. So I'm just going to add a tablespoon of olive oil. It does smell delicious, though. And I'm just chopping that up real nice and fine. Oh, yeah. Chop that shit. I think that's probably good enough. I do like small pieces in there. You don't want huge chunks of chorizo. All right, let me just show what that looks like. How's that? Delicious. Oh, it smells great. All right, so now that's going to keep cooking. I'm going to go ahead, slice up this garlic here. Quick, quick, quick. That's about 3 cloves of garlic. And then we've got 1 shallot. And we're going to go ahead and add that to the chorizo. Mmm. Oh, great. Laura says the audio's working. Mom, I don't know. What's wrong with your computer? Is it the one you got from church? Oops. All right. We have got things cooking there. We're going to add a little salt and pepper to that. And pepper. Oh, gosh, that smells so good already. Woo! Bam! Oh, you know what I don't have is a garbage bowl. You didn't? Oh, I do. Right here.
You just insist on putting the garbage on the counter.
I just, no matter what I do, I have to put the garbage on the counter. It doesn't feel right if it goes into a receptacle for ease. All right. There we go. We've done that. Marvelous. We're going to let that cook down for a minute. Now, the mussels are still going. Got about 7 minutes on them. Let's see, what else do we need to do? I feel like this dinner is pretty simple tonight. Oh, well, drink a cocktail, of course. Mmm. Oh, Mom says audio's fine, and so is her church computer. I'm so glad. There's nothing worse during the Easter season than your church computer volume going away. Let me tell you something. Except for maybe giving up something like chocolate. That's insane. Do you people out there give up things for Lent? I think that's a Catholic thing, right?
Yeah.
You grew up Catholic.
Yeah. It's definitely Catholic. I don't know if it's all... It's not all Christian.
No, it's not all Christians,
Right.
but we did it when we were kids.
Yeah.
I remember when I was a church boy. Yeah, we gave stuff up for Lent. I hated it. It was so terrible. It's like, this doesn't make me love Jesus more. This just makes me miss chocolate. Christy's Catholic as AF.
She gave up wine?
She gave up wine. Jesus wouldn't, I don't know if Jesus would like that. What are you turning your water into bourbon, Christy? What are you drinking instead? Jane gave up going out. And that's enough. We all need some trouble. You gave up going out? We all gave up going out a year ago. You mean like out to dinner, like paying for dinners and stuff? Yeah, we've been trying not to do that since we got into the new house. You know, because it's just cheaper and it's usually more delicious to cook at home. What did Marcy give up? You gave up going out, Marcy, or you gave up wine? Oh my God, y'all are crazy. Although, I will say that I think soon I'm going to do a whole 30. A whole 30 minutes. Yeah. No red wine for 40 days.
Just red wine, though. You can have white wine.
But you can have white wine. All right. Well,
or
great.
sparkling? What about a nice sparkling rosé?
Ooh, that sounds delicious. I do love a sparkling rosé. Oh, this is looking marvelous. Oh, yeah. The garlic and the shallot is starting to become sort of translucent. And it's taking on the yumminess of the chorizo. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add some chicken stock. Or chicken broth. It doesn't really matter. Stock tends to have a little more flavor, but that's okay. We've got salt and pepper here. We know what we're doing. We don't need chicken stock. We can do whatever we want. This is our sauce. Or mussels. All right? So we're going to add 2 cups of this. 1, 2. Gorgeous. And then we're just going to add a big old can. This is a 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes. You want the crushed kind, all right? You want the crushed kind because we don't want big chunks of tomato. Yeah. Now I'm just going to add a little more salt. And we'll probably add a little more salt later once it's cooked down and we can taste it. So just go ahead and mix all that together. Wonderful. Alright, and then we're just going to bring that to a boil, and we're going to let that simmer for at least 15 minutes. Fabulous. So, we've got a few minutes for the mussels, and while they're going, I'm just going to cut up some parsley, because we're going to need parsley later. Alright, and I'm also going to get this oven going. Put her on 400, because we're going to make Brussels sprouts, too. I forgot about the Brussels sprouts. Ryan requested greens. Greens, and nothing but greens.
Parsley, cabbage, parsnip, and celery, and
this
watercress.
Was your moment.
I know, but you put me on the spot, and I got nervous.
Devastated. Now, has this parsley been washed?
Yes.
Wonderful. All right, we've got a big bunch of parsley here, and we're just going to yank off the tops. We're just going to whack the tops off. Mom, red wine always. Oh, that's rough. Tell Mom not to worry about the church computer because in the spirit of Easter, it will resurrect itself. You don't even have to plug in your devices on Easter. Jesus will do it for you. That's right. Well, I didn't give up anything for Lent except, you know, the possibility of being thin this summer. I don't care. You know, I feel good. I actually just went to the doctor. All of my numbers were great, except for him telling me that I was, you know, overweight. And I'm like, I know, sir, and so are you. And he kept calling me young man. I was in full drag. I was like, why are you saying this to me? No, just, of course I wasn't in full drag. Jane asks if I cook fancy all the time or just for the show. Pretty much all the time. This is
just dinner.
This is just dinner. This is exactly how we cook all the time. I mean, there's plenty of nights where we look at each other and say, "What do you want for dinner?" I don't want anything for dinner. That's how I felt halfway through the pandemic. That's for sure. All right, so we've got all of our parsley here. I'm just gonna give that a quick chop. Lovely. Oh, I put a little on the floor. That's all right, it's good luck. Yeah. Now, I do like to take the stems off of the parsley just because it does tend to be a little stiff. You know, those stems can be not very nice to chew. But, you know, other herbs you can keep the stems on, like, what's that one we use for Mexican things? Cilantro! Yeah, you can keep the stems on the cilantro. They aren't very tough. Okay, great. Well, that looks good. That is actually going to be a garnish later. That's the last thing we're going to use and do. Tom, tom, tom. And I think it's almost time for us to start dealing with the mussels, isn't it? Almost. Oh, I got a garbage bowl. I always forget about the freaking garbage bowl. Kids, if you want me to remember the garbage bowl next time, send $5 or $10 to Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App so that I can get an appropriately sized garbage bowl that I'll see in front of me. All right? Oh, thank you so much. My computer's gone off again here. So I'm never going to remember to keep doing that. I've got a computer here because it shows me your comments, but I don't understand how technology works. So Ryan has to keep hitting. Oh, thank you. Oh, my goodness. All right, kids. So let's see. She's starting to simmer. And that means that our mussels are ready to be trimmed, de-bearded and trimmed. That's right. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take each mussel. I'm going to take off this ring since I'm going to be dipping my hands in mussel juice. Ma asked if we're composting. You know, we have a compost thing out back we're going to use this summer, and then we'll restart composting. But we haven't been able to compost for a while because we've been waiting for the shit in the composter to turn into compost. It takes like 2 years. All right, so I've got this little scrubby thing here, and I'm just going to kind of... I don't want that. I'm just going to get in here with my hands, and I'm going to see which ones have little beards. You know, that one's fine. I want to find one with a beard so I can show you. That one's fine. That one's... You know, hardly any of them even need a haircut. Hold on. There's going to be one in here. I just know it. I just know it. And they all look really, really fresh. Oh, this one's got a little beard. All right, so I don't know if you can see this. Can you see that at all?
Yeah, bring it. No, not really.
All right,
it's a string.
There's a little string on there, all right? That's called the beard, and you got to pull that shit off. Yeah, you want a clean-shaven mussel. All right, while I'm going through these, we're going to play a little trivia. Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
Yay.
They start easy, and then they get harder.
All right, so trivia tonight is it Liza-themed?
Sure.
It's yes. Broadway themed?
I took my inspiration from Liza Minnelli, yes.
Great. And I don't know any of these questions, so we're all going to play together, kids. Now, if you win the question, you win a koozie. That's right! But you have to, if you win, you got to reach out with your name and address, and there it is. It's got me on it. You've got to reach out to me because I'll never remember who won. And then in 2 to 3 months, I'll think about sending you the koozie. All right? I am on top of it. All right, so are you ready for questions?
Question 1. Who portrayed the original MC in Cabaret?
All right, well, I know the answer to this question, so I'm going to let y'all have a guess. The original MC in the film Cabaret, I do know Miss Liza Minnelli was in it, and it was directed by Mr. Bob Fosse. And I hope all your other questions aren't about Cabaret. And Liza won an Oscar. She won an Academy Award for her performance in that. Now, who played the MC?
Yeah,
Jane got it.
Joel Grey.
It was Joel Grey. You know, I was gonna say a kid. I guess I was a kid when I was in college, studying musical theater. Which I'm now weaponizing that BFA as a drag queen. You're welcome. Folks would compare me to Joel Grey all the time because I'm short and I have a lot of energy, I guess. And he was super cute.
Oh,
He was a little cutie
He
back
won
in
the
the
Tony
day.
and the Oscar for
He did too.
for playing the MC. Yeah, he originated it in the Broadway show.
He originated in the Broadway show, won the Tony, and then he went on to play in the film and won the Oscar. And then went into obscurity after that.
No.
What did he do after that?
He did so many things.
But he wasn't in movies.
No, not really.
He went back to Broadway.
Yeah, he was in George M. He was in Wicked, Anything Goes, Pal Joey.
So he went back to Broadway, and that's great. But Broadway's a little obscure, you know. It is a little obscure. Fabulous. All right. Hi. Dejere? I think it's Dejere. Hi, darling. Yes, I was on the Chopped. She says, I remember you from that cooking show. Hi, sweetheart. Welcome to A Drag Queen Cooks, another cooking show, except at the end of this one, I don't get $10,000 unless you send it to me on Venmo at Drag Queen. All right, what's the next question?
Who directed the Judy Garland film, Meet Me in St. Louis?
I also know this one, so I'm going to keep it quiet. But I love that film.
Oh, it's so good.
Gorgeous. Meet Me in St. Louis. And Miss Judy Garland was, of course, the star. And she was older than the character she portrayed, wasn't she? I think the character was only 16.
Yeah.
And she must have been in her 30s, 20s.
I think or late 20s, early 30s.
I don't even know.
It's like a year before Liza was born, I think.
It's so hard to tell how old Judy was at certain points because the poor thing, you know, they just had her on uppers and downers and sidewaysers, and she just was a poor mess. I felt so bad for the thing. Love her, though. Kids, who directed Meet Me in St. Louis? Anybody got any ideas? I can give you a clue. He's Liza's papa. Liza Minnelli's father. That's right. He directed Meet Me in St. Louis. Jane, I would love to play a 16-year-old again as well. And you can see me in Claws Out, where I played Ageless Beauty.
Your mom just guessed Minnelli, question mark?
Minnelli, correct. His last name was Minnelli. He was Liza's father. What was his first name? You know his first name? It wasn't Minnelli, but that was his last name. Hardly any of these muscles had beards.
That's great.
They are also clean shaven. It's wonderful. Truly. Nobody knows? Should I tell them? Oh, Mom got it! Vincent. It's
and
Vincent.
Marcy got it too.
Oh, and Marcy too.
Yay, look at him.
Yes,
it's
it's
Vincent Minnelli.
Vincent Minnelli. Your mom said Mr. Minnelli. Yeah, nice try, Kim. You're right. All right, we have another question?
Yeah. Who is the mother of Lorna Luft?
Who was the mother of Lorna Luft? All right, well, I know the answer to this question, too. Anybody know who Lorna Luft is?
She was in Grease, too.
She was in Grease, too. That is her biggest claim to fame. Lorna Luft. She played the slutty blonde, the character that I would play if I was in the film. I'm not talking about Michelle Pfeiffer. It's not her mama. Lorna. And Lorna has a brother. His name's Joey. And she's got a sister.
Marcy got it.
Yay! It's Judy! Yes,
There's
Lorna is Liza's sister, isn't she? All right, do we have another question?
Sure. Hugh Jackman won a Tony Award for portraying this legendary entertainer.
Oh, I know this too. I've never known so much trivia in my life.
It's because of me.
It's because it's not because of you. It's because all the questions are about Liza.
Oh, that's true.
So I know every single one. Oh my goodness. So yeah, did he win a Tony for that?
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman won a Tony portraying this man. What else was in the clue?
This is just
That's
legendary entertainer. Yeah.
Oh, a legendary entertainer who is, I'm not going to tell you how, but knew Liza, part of Liza's world. Any ideas? Look at the muscles. The muscles are all done. I'm going to get a peek at that.
Rory. Peter Allen.
Peter Allen, one of Liza's husbands. one of Liza's 3 gay husbands. The only one that they don't know for sure is gay was the last one. What was his name? The horrible one. The one that was just David something. Oh, he was just terrible. All right, we've got our mussels ready to go. I'm just going to pop these back in the fridge until we're ready to cook them up so that they don't get too warm. But they are all prepped and ready. We've got our sauce going here. Ooh! Let's turn that down. She is bubbling like a witch's brew. Yeah. Feed this to the children of Salem and then suck the life out of them. That's what I say. Oh, that is just smelling and looking delicious. All of the flavors of the chorizo and the shallot and the garlic is infusing into the tomato sauce. And that's going to be just, so good with the mussels, let me tell you. So we've got that on low. That's working low and slow. I'm going to put my ring back on so I can feel fancy and gorgeous. All right, while we are letting that continue to simmer, I'm going to grab the Brussels sprouts because Ryan needs his greens, right? Yeah. Greens for Ryan. He needs greens. I matched my Housse pot to my dress. Yes, that's why we picked this one. Because it's the only Le Creuset we have. Actually, we have a Le Creuset for every outfit I own. And I like to match outfits and wigs with my cookware. Yeah. Oh, Rory says he was fabulous.
He was.
Hugh Jackman. Oh, what a talent.
And Peter Allen.
And Peter Allen. Well, of course, Peter Allen, a huge talent. Hugh Jackman, a huge talent. I saw the computer dim, and I touched it so that it didn't go off. I'm getting smart, guys. All right, so we've got our Brussels sprouts here. I've got a sheet pan with a sill pad on it. You use those? What? People want to know what a sill pad is.
I know, but it's just such an awful name.
It is a weird name, isn't it? Sill pad. I don't get it. Silicone, because it's a silicone pad. Sill pad. Or is it sill pat?
I don't. Is that the brand or is that literally
No, that's
what
what
it's
you
called?
call it, a sill pad. Well, we've got a sill pat here, all right? And that's going to keep our cookie sheet or our baking sheet, holy sheet, from getting crusty burnies on it that are hard to wash off. Now, Ryan has already prepared the Brussels sprouts for me, and he sliced them in half, so I'm just going to dump those right out on there. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I put this ring on too fast. Get off of my finger, God damn it. All right, now we're going to go ahead and sprinkle this with some olive oil. All right. Tablespoon or 2. Don't be stingy. Olive oil's good for you. And plus, you're at home alone. Who cares if the doctor called you fat? Use some olive oil. You really need it. It's good for you. All right, you got salt. We're going to throw some pepper. Oh, you know what I forgot to put in this sauce over here? Some red chili flakes. I need a little heat. So why don't we just add maybe a half a teaspoon? Because that, oh boy, was that good last week in the pasta we made. Yeah, let's just throw a little heat in there. The chorizo's probably a little spicy, but I want this shit to burn. Tomorrow morning when I wake up, I want Ring of Fire. That's right. You know you had a good dinner when Johnny Cash starts singing to you on the toilet. All right, great. So we've got our olive oil. We've got our, what do you call it, salt and pepper. Get the shit out of my way. Go ahead and mix that up. Can you hear the jazz? All right, we're going to mix that up. Gorgeous. And I've got the oven set at 400. And I think we're going to go ahead and pop those in. Because they're going to take about 20 minutes. Gorge! All right, and I'll set in a line. Why not? Yay! All right, I got to wash my gross hands. All right. Bobby, give us another trivia question.
Oh, okay. Julie Harris originated which iconic role in the play and movie I Am a Camera?
Julie Harris was in a play and a movie called I Am a Camera. Wow.
Which role did she originate?
Which role did she portray? Okay, first of all, I don't know who Julie Harris is. Second of all, I've never heard of I'm a Camera. Sounds like a fake movie. I Am a Camera. And third of all, it was a play as well?
It was a play first.
Did she play Mitzi Von Muffin? Because that's what I would name my character.
Yes, Marcy!
Sally Bowles?
Yes!
Oh, was that the name of the play and the film before they turned it into Cabaret?
Yeah, Cabaret is based on I Am a Camera, which is in turn based on a book called something Berlin, Stories of Berlin.
Okay, so there was a book, then they turned that into a play, then they turned that into a film.
Correct.
Then they took that film and play and they turned it into a Broadway musical.
Correct.
Then they turned that into a movie.
Correct.
And then they created a Broadway revival using songs from the movie that weren't originally in the show.
That's correct.
I am brilliant! Oh my God! I can't believe how intelligent that I've become since being hunkered down with this Broadway aficionado for the last year.
Marcy, you're not a nerd. I did all these questions by my brain.
Brian thought of all these questions in his brain. That's what it's like in there. It's very scary. Very scary. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, kids. I'm going to get set up for our specialty cocktail. And while I do that, I think it's time we have our special guest, don't you? I'm so excited because it's her birthday tomorrow. She's turning 75. She's gorgeous. She's talented. She's iconic. Miss Liza Minnelli is here to show us her absolute favorite recipe for her birthday, Liza Minnelli's potato shells. Take it away, Liza!
Hi, everybody, and happy birthday to me! I can't believe I'm 75 years old. Oh my goodness, what is that? 3 nickels or quarters. Right, Jimmy? Jimmy does all my banking for me. Jimmy, I may be 75 years old, but we've got more than 75 cents in the bank, don't we? I'm a star. Here I am to tell you about my absolute favorite comfort food that I like to make every year for my birthday. It's called Liza Minnelli's potato shells. You're absolutely gonna love these special little treats that Mama, my Mama Judy Garland, taught me how to make when I was just a little girl. Well, I'm not gonna make them. Jimmy's gonna make them. Right, Jimmy? Jimmy, you said you'd make the potato shells. Jimmy, I don't want to hear another word. You're making the fucking potato shells. Jimmy said he'd love to make them. I want to show you the ingredients. Jimmy, give me the potatoes. The first ingredient is potatoes. Oh, look at this little sack. It reminds me of my ex-husband's. Woo! Never did that with them, though. We're gonna scrub these potatoes with some water, and then you're gonna cover them in some fat. Like some olive oil or some lard, if you're old, like me, 75. And then you're gonna put them in the oven at 425 for about an hour and 15 minutes until they're crunchy on the outside and the guts in the middle are cooked. That's what they call it, the middle of the potato, the guts. Jimmy, it's the guts, right? He doesn't know. Once the potatoes have cooled, you're going to want to cut them, slice them right in half with a knife, and then you're going to take a spoon and you're going to pull the guts out just like you were gutting a fish. Or like you were in the movie Scream. Did you see that? I was in that, wasn't I? Jimmy, was I in that movie with Courtney Cox? Oh no, I wasn't. Was I on Friends? Well, what the hell did I do with Courtney Cox? Oh, blow. Open them up in half. Sprinkle some salt and some pepper and put some of this. This is Mama's secret ingredient. Oh yeah, she used to grease up her haunches every night before she slipped into bed so she wouldn't break anything. And I should have listened to her because I've had 3 hip replacements, right, Jimmy? Was it 4? Next, you're gonna add a big old dollop of sour cream right on the top of the potato shell. Oh my goodness. Now, you want to make sure that you've let the potato shells cool so your sour cream doesn't melt everywhere. Because then it wouldn't be sour cream, it would just be sour milk. And that doesn't sound delicious at all. Oh my goodness, what you put on top of the sour cream is absolutely decadent. Are you ready? Give it to me, Jimmy. Jimmy! It's caviar! Caviar! This is the best kind you can get. Right, Jimmy? It's the most expensive at Whole Foods. What do you mean you went to Aldi? I like to eat caviar by itself. And you just put a little on the spoon, you see that? Right there, and then you just this is Jimmy! Or like a little fish. I'm a cannibal. You're gonna put a big dollop, a big spoonful of that right on top of the potato. But it gets even better. Sprinkle your potatoes. Fuck. Just a little vodka on top. It helps even out the saltiness of the caviar, and it really makes for smooth tasting potato shell. Who needs the potato? Jimmy, are they finished? Jimmy! I'm hungry. Hey, Jen, are they finished? Jimmy! I want my potatoes! Oh my God! Look at this. These are my little potato shells. Aren't they adorable? Oh my goodness. They smell delicious and I can't wait to try them. Happy birthday to me! Let's have a bite. No, I like to turn it upside down in my mouth so that I get the caviar taste first. This is so terrific. Oh my goodness. You've got to try them. Jimmy, you want one? Do you want one? Oh, he's lactose intolerant. I'm telling you, make these for your next family occasion. Make them for a special event. It's worth it to buy the caviar. And hey, 75 years. Don't I look great? Yeah. Here's to another 75 more. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, Jimmy. Liza Minnelli. Yeah. Happy birthday to somewhere over the rainbow. Boom, boom, boom. Me.
Yay, Liza! Happy birthday, you gorgeous creature! Oh my goodness, that skin! It's like sour milk. No, it's gorgeous. Stunning, fabulous Liza Minnelli. I can't believe we're best friends. Oh, well, I hope you have a great birthday, kiddo. And we have got a delicious cocktail here that I think Liza's going to love and you're going to love at home. So, I'm going to need you to do the computer again. So what we're going to make here is a Big Apple Manhattan. Yeah! Isn't that an oxymoron or a double entendre? What is that? Big Apple Manhattan. You're saying the two of the same things at once. What's that called in the English language? Marcy will know. Marcy, tell us in the comments. All right. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to make a Big Apple Manhattan because I'm going to tell you why. We're making mussels and apples. When I lived on Fire Island several many years ago, it was just a young slip of things. Before I even started drag, Liza Minnelli came to the island and she did a little mini concert. And I saw her from a distance and I saw the concert. She's just wonderful. She looks just like her mother now. You know, as she gets older, she looks just like Judy. So she was at, well, the story is that a friend of mine was cooking her food that weekend. She was on Fire Island. He was a chef there, and so he was tasked with cooking her meals. And he asked her what she wanted, and she said that for breakfast she liked apples, and that she was really hoping that she'd have some seafood, and she especially loved mussels. So I always think of apples and mussels. So Minnelli mussels, and we're going to make the Big Apple Manhattan because, of course, Miss Liza is from New York. So let's get into it. We're going to start with some bourbon. We usually like Bullet, but I don't think they sell it in Pennsylvania anymore because they're bastards. So we had to get Maker's Mark, which is from Kentucky. You know, just like any good bourbon should be from Kentucky.
Just like you.
Just like me! Now, do you want one of these?
Yeah.
All right, great. So I'm going to make 2. So we're going to do 2 ounces of bourbon per drink. So there's 2. And then there's 4. Gorgeous. And then to that, we're going to add some sweet vermouth. Now, this is very classic Manhattan. You normally would just do bourbon, sweet vermouth, and bitters, but we're going to mix it up a little bit. So I'm only going to do 1 ounce of the sweet vermouth, and I think that's all we have anyway. Look at that. Good thing I mixed up the recipe, because I don't have enough ingredients for anything else. All right, and then to that, I'm going to add just a little apple cider. That's the apple part. There's apples in there. Yeah. All right, we're going to do maybe 1.5 ounces per drink. So that's 3 ounces total. Great, and then we're going to add a little bitters. Now, I don't know what this does to the drink. It might sweeten it up. I'm not really sure.
No, it's bitter.
Remember, when you look this good, you don't have to know what bitters means.
What do you know? It's not sweet.
Dump a couple of drops in there. If you like it bitter, whatever that means, dump a couple in there. All right, now we're going to add some ice to our big cup here. Little ice. And we're going to... Ooh, that ice is slippery. We're going to pour our beverage right over that. We're going to slap it. And we're going to, say it with me, shake the shit out of it. How many times have you been doing this fucking show, Ryan?
I know, sorry. I thought we were going to say
It's shit. You slap it and you, what? Shake the shit out of it. All right, let's try it again. I can't wait for this pandemic to be over so I can see someone other than him. All right, you ready, sweetie? You're gonna slap it and you're gonna shake the shit out of it. Oh, first time, every time. I don't wanna move too much because I'm afraid my wig will fall off. It's back heavy. All right. Mom says that's what they say at church. That's right, when you're baptizing the babies, right? Just shake the shit out of that kid. Shake the Christ right into him. All right, here we go. Oh, all right. Oh, that smells divine. All right, I'm gonna pop that on top. And I'm going to grab my crystal martini glasses. Remember, if you're not using crystal glasses, you're what? Trash. And we're going to go ahead and pour that out into our glasses here. Oh, it looks great. Smells good. Now, nothing says a fancy specialty cocktail like a little accoutrement or a little, what do they call it? When you put the thing on it. Garnish. See, I know things. We're going to cut this apple, and we're going to use a whole slice of it. So we're going to cut it right in half in the middle, right there. Okay. And then we're going to just cut 2 thin slices, whole slices. Lovely. And then we're just going to cut a little line in that and pop that right on the drink. Look how gorgeous. Look at that. Oh, that one's not as good. Look at that. Gorgeous. Big apple Manhattans. Ryan, do you want to come taste? Gorgeous. They smell good. They're strong. Oh, just like my bartending skills.
Ooh, that's really good.
That is good. So what I love about the apple cider is it's just enough to add kind of that cinnamony, nutmeggy flavor, but it's not overpowering. It doesn't taste like Thanksgiving, you know, because sometimes they can taste too much cinnamon. This is perfect. Just that little bit of apple cider. Ooh, it really makes it special. So here's to you, Liza, you 75-year-old diva. Delicious. All right, fabulous. So we've got only 4 minutes for the Brussels. Those are looking pretty good. I think that means we should probably go ahead and pop mussels in here.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, you know what? When that goes off, we're going to put in the mussels, and then it'll be 10 minutes, and we'll be done, and that we'll be right on time for this show. Oh, and I can't wait to eat. I've got a bib. I've got a whole body stocking, actually, that I'm going to put on over me. It's just a giant condom, but it keeps the sauce off the clothes. Well, we've got more trivia while we wait for the Brussels sprouts to finish cooking, so hit me with a little more trivia.
They're getting harder.
Oh, God, they're getting harder. Oh, I've got bread. Christy said bread. Here's the bread. All we're going to do is to just pop this in the oven just to heat, because we just want big chunks of bread to dip in to the mussels. So we're going to pop that in when we pull the Brussels sprouts out in about 3 minutes. Oh, I'm so excited. All right, I know I talked a lot about the garnish, but they just get in the way. Right. Ask me a question.
Who is the only person to win a Tony, an Emmy, and an Oscar in the same year?
I think I know this question, actually. A Tony, an Emmy, and an Oscar all in the same year.
I'm not going to tell you what year it was yet.
Is it Bob Fosse?
Oh, yeah.
I knew it was!
Can you tell me what he... There he is. There he is. He was a mean old man.
Bob. He was mean. But he got what he needed to do. He got done what he needed to get done.
Can you tell me what he won those awards for?
What did he win the awards for? Let's see.
What did he win the Tony for?
He won a Tony for Sweet Charity.
Not that year.
Fuck. I mean, shoot. Sorry, kids. Oh, God. Did he win a Tony for, one of those other Bob Fosse shows? Chicago?
Not that year. And he actually didn't win that year because Michael Bennett released a chorus line that year, and he won everything. Obviously.
Michael Bennett won a chorus line, and Bob Fosse hated Michael Bennett. Very, very much. Sorry about it, but he did. And isn't it funny that all of them were just white Jews from New York? Every single one of them. Not a problem, just a fact, just an interesting fact.
He won that Tony for Pippin.
Oh, he won a Tony for Pippin, all right.
He won his Oscar for Cabaret.
An Oscar for Cabaret, of course.
And then he won his Emmy for Liza with a Z. All in the same year.
And he won an Emmy for Liza with a Z, Liza Minnelli's premiere television special. And if you never watched Liza with a Z, you've got to watch it. It is magical. She truly is the consummate performer. I mean, she's absolutely incredible. All right, let's do another one.
Okay. Zorba, Kiss of the Spider Woman, and the Scottsboro Boys all have what in common?
Zorba, Kiss of the Spider Woman, and the Scottsboro Boys all have what in common? Are they all? Oh, I know. Something to do with people who worked on the production, right? I know exactly what it is. What do they have in common, kids? Why am I eating apple? What's the title?
I already ate mine too.
It's not bad, but I want to save room for mussels. I don't want that shit. Just keep priming my stomach with this liquor. Anybody know? Zorba, Kiss of the Spider Woman, and what was the other one?
The Scottsboro.
The Scottsboro Boys. Scottsboro Boys.
I know, it's a little tongue twister.
Scottsboro Boys. That was a good show. We saw that show at the Playhouse
At
years
the
ago.
Rep? Yeah.
It was a good show. I don't know what Zorb is about, but I know what the link is. Anybody have any clues? It's the writer. Some of the writers on the show were the same. Am I right? Some of the writers on the show were the same. Any guesses? Zorba, Kiss of the Spider Woman, and the Scottsboro Boys were all written by somebody in the business. Schwa Potter and Doug Levine wrote those shows, and that's why they're so rich. I'll tell you what, I am hoping that after a few more weeks of this, that I can just make my living just cooking dinner and looking gorgeous doing it. So if you like that idea and you support it, send me some money on Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal. And guess. Oh, okay, great. While you're guessing, the Brussels sprouts are done. So I'm going to go ahead and pull those out. Those look good. We might pop those back in at the end if we want to reheat them, but you really don't need to. Now we've got the sauce here, and we're about to pop our mussels in. So let's just give this a quick little taste. Got my little spoon here. I already added some more salt and pepper. Oh my goodness, that is so delicious. Oh my goodness, so good. All right, so while that is bubbling.
And no one's gotten it.
No one's gotten it. Kids, you want to know? It's Kander and Eb.
They all wrote it.
Kander and Eb wrote the music. All right, so our mussel sauce is bubbling here, and it's cooked down. It's delicious. And I'm going to go ahead and pop the mussels right in there. Just be careful you don't want to splash it all over yourself.
Were there no dead ones in that?
I pulled the dead ones out while I was working on the beans.
How many? But that's a lot though. That's pretty good.
Oh, there were only like 5 dead ones. Now this pot, I will say this pot is a little small for this, but we're going to make it work. So you just want to stir the mussels in there. I can hear them starting to die. They start screaming. They start going, ah! Ah! They're little mussel farts. I don't know if you can hear it. Wait, I want to see if they can hear it. Help me! Help me! Do you hear it? Alright, we're going to let those cook for 10 minutes. Or until they just start to open up. And that means that they are cooked. You know, it really doesn't take very long. And you don't want to overcook them either. So we'll let that keep going. And then we've got our bread here. Look at this gorgeous loaf of bread.
Does the lid not have to be on them?
No, we'll leave the lid off. Look at that gorgeous loaf of bread. We're going to pop it right in the oven. The oven's on 400. And we'll just leave it in there just as long as those bitches. Do you think we should put the lid on?
I don't know. You're the drag queen who cooks.
You're right. Let's put the lid on. Why not? All right, great. So that's going. The Brussels sprouts are done. The bread is in there. We'll add the parsley once it's cooked. I've got my cocktail. And we got... Oh, bye, Chi-Chi, sweetheart. She's going to class. What class are you taking? It's late at night. She's taking a dance class, I bet.
I would say
She is popping that pussy all over Pittsburgh. She's already had her first vaccine. Vaccine shot. Should I tell them about ours?
We might be getting ours.
We're gonna get ours soon, kids. We're gonna get our vaccines. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I'm literally my water just broke. I'm so excited. I'm gonna have a baby. And the baby's name is not COVID. Isn't that great? The baby's name is going to be Safety. Oh, I cannot wait until this summer when we can actually get together and we can have a good time. And, it's just going to be fabulous. I just cannot believe it's been a whole year. Oh, can you believe that? Yeah. 1 whole year. My goodness. I don't even know how many live stream shows we've done. Maybe 30, maybe 40. We've done so many. Well, I hope you're enjoying a Drag Queen Cooks. Now that we're in our new house, I just think it's so fun and so fabulous and such a great way for us to all get together every week if you're able. I'll be here Thursdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The show will always be free, but if you're willing and able, please send some money on over to Venmo or Cash App or PayPal. All of my links are right there on the screen because that's how I pay for expensive things like Liza's caviar and mussels. Just kidding. I just killed my goldfish for that caviar. It wasn't real. I harvested that this morning. It's fine. Wonderful. Well, do we have... Oh, there's Brody. You going to bring Brody over to say hi?
Brody wants to say hi.
Brody wants to say hi, everybody. Oh, isn't he sweet? Sweet.
We do have one more question, though, if you want.
Oh, yeah. Well, C. Adams says that the day lockdown started, they were coming to see after work. Yeah, March 13th.
We were literally heading out the door.
March 13th, we had a show at the Arcade Comedy Theater where we do our show. And at 4 o'clock, I messaged the folks over there and said, what's happening? Because it seems like everything's closing, and I need to start doing my makeup. Because contrary to popular belief, it takes more than 5 minutes to look this stunning. And they said, maybe don't do your makeup because the world's ending. And I said, fine. And 3 days later, we did our first live stream, and it was a Drag Queen Cooks. But we were living at the time over at Anderson Manor, which I feel like I can say now.
Yeah.
We don't live there anymore. Anderson Manor is where we lived. Look it up. That's why I didn't want to say it before, because you can literally look it up on Google. It was this huge 50-room mansion, and we lived in an apartment on the top floor. But our stove didn't work because they didn't care. So we had to use the oven in the basement, basically. And long story long, welcome to a Drag Queen Cooks in a real kitchen. Cheers. All right, now you have one more trivia.
Uh-huh. One more.
All right, let's hear it.
Liza Minnelli was the youngest person to win a Tony Award for Flora and the Red Menace.
I sure was. I mean, she was.
Until the following year, when who won a Tony?
Oh, Stephanie Mills.
No.
Well, wasn't she a child when she was in that one show? Oh, gods, hear my prayer. Wasn't that Stephanie Mills? Oh, no. She was in Home.
Okay, you're talking about, yes.
Stephanie Mills was in The Wiz
She
on
was.
Broadway.
She was.
I know some things.
Marcy says Daisy Egan, and then that is not correct. Daisy Egan was 11 and a half when she won her Tony Award.
Uh-huh.
And she remains to be the youngest female Tony Award winner. But this Tony Award winner, the youngest person to win one, is actually 10.
Sorry, I just fell asleep for a minute. No, you were saying 10. Was it a boy?
Yes.
Oh, snap. Well, I'll tell you what. If Marcy doesn't know it, nobody fucking knows it.
I knew it.
Ryan knows it, but Ryan knows everything.
But yes,
can you tell us what the show? Can you
Daisy
tell us
Egan
what the
is
show?
fabulous, though. She was in The Secret Garden. Check it out.
Yes.
on YouTube.
That would be my next guess. Would be The Secret Garden because there's kids in it. Now I'm guessing if he's a child, it was maybe Oliver. Is that the show?
So here, the hit. So the following year, that Flora and the Red Menace premiered
Liza's premiere Tony Award-winning show.
when she was 19.
Correct.
That following year,
Uh-huh.
a kid won a Tony
Uh-huh.
and beat her for the record.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's wonderful, but that's not a clue because you already told us that. So, can we have a clue? Like,
What's the clue?
what show?
Oh, Maine.
Name! Now, this is hilarious that Ryan thinks that we know who the kid that played the little kid in Mame in 1970. What year was that? 72?
No, it was the 60s.
60-something.
It was 66.
Was it Victor Garber?
No!
Was it Helena Bonham Carter?
You're the worst.
I know. You imagine winning a Tony at 10. I'd love to win a Tony. And I'm just about to turn 10. So I think this might be my year, kids. I think so. If only Broadway would reopen.
Yes, Kelly Potter.
Frankie Michaels. Well, she probably Googled that.
Oh, you Googled it. It was Frankie Michaels.
That's amazing, Mom. You are so good. I can't believe you figured out Google. I'm so proud of you.
He's still the record holder for that title.
Frankie Michaels.
Youngest person to win a Tony.
Well, I'm
a
gonna
competitive Tony.
Well, I'm gonna write a new musical, and it's gonna be about a fetus. And in the show, the fetus will be played by a 2-year-old, because that's usually, they're usually older. And they're gonna win a Tony Award. Oh, and they're non-binary. Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be a great musical, and you should come and see it in 2025 in New York. Mom actually knew that one, she said. She said he was 11.
Oh, was he 11? He might have been 11, and Daisy Egan was 11 and a half.
Mom, how do you know these random facts about Mame, Frankie Michaels? That is so random. And I love it.
That's so funny, yeah.
Mom
that's
knows
amazing.
more about musical theater than her son, who does it for a living.
Do you know who also won the Tony in that production of Mame?
Who also won the Tony in that production?
Well, of course, Angela Lansbury.
But
Angela Lansbury.
B. Arthur.
The Arthur of Golden Girls fame and Maude.
Yes.
She was in Mame, she was in Maude. She was in the Golden Girls. They should have called it the Merman Girls, so that would have been a better joke. No. Alright. Wonderful. Well, that's trivia, kids. So listen, if you got a question right, make sure you send me your address and I will send you a koozie. Now, all of the mussels are open.
Yeah.
They are open like my legs on Fire Island. They look delicious. They are open. Everything is cooked. We're just going to leave that closed. We're going to turn that off. The Brussels sprouts are perfect. Oh my goodness. They're perfect. Oh! Alright, great. And the bread's about to come out too. It's time to plate dinner! Who is excited for this one? I know I am. Drink's gone. Great. Alright, let me grab a plate. Now, it's mussels, so I want like a bowl. Oh, we'll use this. Use this. I'm just gonna make one plate. Right? So we've got our plate here. Now, can you see that in the screen? That looks good? Okay, great. So we'll go ahead and start with the mussels here. Let me just grab a little hot pocket. Hot pocket! Great. Just gonna pop that off. Look at that. Gorgeous. Stunning. What are you laughing at? You can't see it?
No, they can see it. You can keep going.
Oh, all
It's
right.
just something, when you said Hot Pocket, it reminded me of something. So my brother, growing up, my brother had a whole bunch of friends that were always over at my house.
Uh-huh.
And one of them was called Hot Pocket. Like
His name was Hot Pocket?
Well, that was his nickname.
Oh my God.
And his nickname was Hot Pocket because he jerked off in a Hot Pocket.
That's disgusting. We're
Yeah.
about to eat dinner and you're telling us about jerking off in a Hot Pocket?
But that's what that just reminded me
Oh
of.
my God, you should have
I mean, whether he did or not, I don't know, but that was the story.
should have talked about that at the beginning of the show, not at the end.
But you didn't say Hot Pocket before.
Oh my God, you're disgusting. This is what I have to deal with every day.
But those muscles look good.
Oh my goodness, don't they look incredible? Oh my goodness. All right, let's move this back over here. And I'll just set it there. And we're going to pull out our bread, too. Oh, the bread's nice and getting crusty. Gorgeous. And you know, I'm going to put a little parsley on here. Look at that. Stunning. Look at how gorgeous that looks. And the parsley, you know, it's a nice freshness you're adding to it. That's really delicious looking. Now, here's our bread. Woo! It's hot. Hot, bitch. I need a serrated knife. The kind with the little grooves. That's serrated. And I'm just going to cut a couple of big chunks. Woo, it's hot! Ow, it's burning my little hands. Jeez. All right. Woo! Beautiful. Now let's just put a little bread there. Little bread. And then we've also got some Brussels sprouts, so let's put those in a separate little dish. Just so we have them. You can see them. And I do like Brussels sprouts a lot. One of our favorite vegetables, wouldn't you say?
That's my favorite vegetable.
Oh, I just love it.
I love vegetables more than fruit, actually.
You like vegetables more than fruit?
Yeah.
Wait, what did you call me? Kids, here we go. Look at this. We've got Brussels sprouts. Let me move this bread so you can see it properly. We've got our Brussels sprouts. We've got our gorgeous Minnelli mussels. How amazing does that look? Huh? Look at that. Oh, it smells amazing. Now, I've already tried a Brussels sprout. Delicious. 20 minutes, 400 degrees. That's all you need. Char. So good. All right, let's try one of these mussels. So you just pull the top off, and then we're going to need to get some more sauce, but I'm not going to do it right this second. Dip it in your sauce. Hold on, I'll just open up the thing over here. Yeah, you need sauce. And then you just suck the bitch out. Oh my God! Those are good. Those are really good. You want to try one?
Uh-huh.
Come on over and try one. I love it. The chorizo, it's spicy. I love the tomato base. Really great, and this bread looks good too. That bread looks delicious.
Those mussels are good.
They're so good.
I'm just gonna take a taste of the bread.
Yeah, kids, remember, when you're making the mussels, keep them fresh. It's real easy. So many different recipes. I'm going to be posting the recipe for all of this tomorrow on my Facebooks. So keep an eye out, all right? If you enjoyed the show tonight, we're so thrilled. I loved having you here. I had a great time. Please, please, please consider sending me a little tip on Venmo or PayPal or Cash App. Venmo at Drag Queen. PayPal and Cash App are at that Drag Queen, so that we can keep doing this and keep paying our bills. And hopefully soon we can do a show in real life. I cannot wait. So wherever you are, I hope you're staying safe. I hope you're staying healthy. And I hope, for God's sake, that you can, as soon as possible, get out there and get the vaccine. And just remember that this year may have been crazy, but honey, the best is yet to come, okay? It really is. It really, really is. I love you all so much, and I just want you to remember that we're one race, the human race, and you are worth taking care of. Happy birthday, Liza! Mwah. Good night, everybody!